Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Lucas Carries podcast. Make sure to grab your popcorn. Make sure to grab yourself a nice beverage of your choice. And, we're back with another episode. I am here with the only co-host I would ever need in my life, Mr. Jack Dean. Jack, how has it been? It's been a long time since we've seen each other. It's been like a whole, 4 days or something like that.
Well, I am quite fine and dandy, if I do say so myself.
Fine and dandy.
Yeah.
Not stupid, though, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
Depends. It's a 50-50 chance.
Okay, how to make sure.
Yes.
So, a lot's been going on recently. We have a lot to cover in today's episode. But firstly, I just want to mention, we had an interview this past Sunday with the man himself, Mr. Jack Dean. And that was a great episode, great interview. Quite frankly, it was one of my favorite episodes that I've ever hosted, to be honest with you. I mean, probably one of the best interviews I've ever participated in, quite frankly. So I would definitely recommend checking it out. Like I said, first interview, being here on the Lucas Carries podcast. I had the greatest selfie to post about it. The greatest. I had to keep the tradition of that stupid old dictator going on, so it was pretty good. Wanted to get that out of the way. I'm sure that he'd be crying in his room if I didn't mention something about an interview happening.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that he probably would cry more about that than anything else in his life. There's not much to cry about in his life. He's pretty lonely.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. It was bad.
Yeah. But I do want to get into this episode, and the first thing we're going to cover is IWC. Me and you were both present for IWC.
Yes, we were.
I thought it was a pretty good event overall. There was definitely some down points.
Yeah.
There's definitely some good points though.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, we saw the stupid idiot there. I was hoping he'd be anywhere else, but ruining my time at the Washington Wild Things ballpark.
Right.
He was just causing issues the whole night. He kept screaming wherever I was. He doesn't even know how to get good lighting whenever he's filming a promo on the field. Did you see the lights going off on him, bro?
He strobed himself.
Even the production team was telling him to get off the field.
Right.
So, honestly, I don't think anybody really wanted him there. He tried filming an interview that I saw on social media with the returning Justin Plummer, and Plummer didn't even give him the time of day. He basically said, "Screw you," and just absolutely walked off. So that about sums up Austin's interviewing career at IWC. Nothing else really to mention there. This is the funniest part, as much as I hate that man, I still had to remind him about lower thirds. I saw him on the field, and I could just see him trying to get this camera to work right, and I had to scream, "Don't forget about the lower thirds!" And he looked at me and just, flipped me off, and then I saw him setting up the lower thirds.
Yeah.
So, it was, definitely, you can't always escape the bad people in your life, you just gotta figure out how to live around it, that's what I like to say.
Yeah.
But starting off, we had a Fatal 4-Way match. We had a match between Gorgeous Gregory, Austin Blaze, Anthony Young, and Cannon Christopher. That's kind of what I thought going into this match.
Yeah.
It was very random in my opinion. The Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
It felt like it was almost protect certain people from getting pinned. It felt like maybe, try not to make them take the loss by putting on someone else that can take it.
Yeah.
The winner of that match was Austin Blaze. If you haven't watched it or weren't there yet, spoiler alert, after I already mentioned it, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Blaze did win that match. There wasn't anything for that match. It was just kind of the opener. There was no titles involved. It was just for the win itself.
Yeah. Just to get things started.
I'm gonna be honest. Ken and Christopher kind of carried that match. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was probably my favorite that match, and I'm not a big Christopher guy, so me saying that definitely means that I liked his performance in that match.
He did do well.
Austin Blaze, he's the one that won it. He showed off some good talent here and there.
Yeah.
I don't understand the heel turn whenever people were just starting to like him per se.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also now with I forget the girl's name, but he's with the girl that was with everyone.
Betty Frenzy, I think.
Yeah, Betty Frenzy. Yeah, you have the roster put up.
Yep.
I don't 100% understand that either. They're doing this whole friendship thing where they're
it was kind of weird.
It feels like high school girls, whenever there's drama going on.
Yeah.
It's here and there. I understand it, but
it makes sense. It could be good. It could
be a lot worse also.
It could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse. Also, Gorgeous Gregory, I'm not buying the shirt. All right, buddy. Maybe if you won that match, I would have bought it. I told you this at your stand. You yelled at me to come buy your shirt.
Keeps
and
yelling
I said,
at everybody.
Maybe you should have won your match. He yelled at me. He yelled at you, and he yelled at with the other guy. They kept tagging along with us, thinking that we're all buddy. I refuse to mention that name.
Yeah.
Next up, we had a match, and these might be out of order. I'm going to try my best to get them in order. It looks like we had Max Bet Stonewall Maxwell versus Andrew Palace.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest, Palace carried that entire match.
Yeah.
The only thing that Maxwell impressed me with is how great of a gimmick he has. You know, he probably has one of my favorite gimmicks in IWC, being Austin Karn's #1 hater. Literally an entire gimmick built around hating Austin. You know,
that is fantastic.
Wearing the WVU stuff was just honestly the most legendary moment of the night.
That
And there was
big.
a lot of legendary moments. You know, but here's the thing. You know, I just have one question for IWC. If you needed a wrestler whose whole gimmick was hating Austin, why didn't they just call me? All right. Like, I'm here. Like, you know, I think I get the job done much better than anyone else on this planet Earth. You know, I am the #1 hater of this moron.
We've showed time and time again why we deserve this kind of stuff.
Dude, and they could have gone a 2-for-1 deal. You know, I could have been the wrestler that just shit talked to Austin the whole time whenever Austin's not even in the ring with me, and you could have been my manager outside the ring, also shit talking Austin. 2-for-1 deal. We would have taken it. We would have taken it for like 80 schnuggets or something like that. Like it's not even that expensive.
80 schnuggets.
Like that's like less than what you pay like one wrestler probably.
Right.
I mean, even if we had to do it for 40, I would still do it for 40. But you know what? I'm trying to push 80. But you know, I'll never understand.
Go for the higher number.
Always go for the higher number. Then you can negotiate down to what your realistic number is. Finance. You know, that's what I learned.
Business.
Exactly. See, I'm glad you understand it.
Yep.
Next up, and also Andrew Palace won that match. I don't know if I said that or not.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God. You know, I didn't know who this kid was going into the event, which is why I thought he was gonna win because like I didn't know him. I thought they were gonna try to establish him. He's a young kid. All right, first match at WC. He has a lot to work on. Besides his gimmick. His gimmick is 10 out of 10 perfection.
Yeah.
But
he had good energy though.
He got good energy, and he got good heat with the crowd. Yeah. But his in-ring, he's good on the mic and personality-wise. Yeah. He needs to fix that in-ring capability. Yeah. Next up, I have Marcus D'Angelo and Ox versus Clay Campbell and Shelby Wilder. What a random match. Right. I'm going to be honest, this is probably one of the most random matches I've ever seen in my life. I didn't understand the Clay Campbell and Shelby Wilder duo. I mean, I know why they had to be it because it didn't make any sense. Cowboy Paul couldn't be there. Yeah. So it didn't make any sense for Shelby Wilder to be with anyone but Clay Campbell. But once again, I feel like you could have just put a different tag team in there at this point. Yeah. Like outside of Shelby and Clay Campbell, that would have made more sense. Now your next two best tag teams are also in a tag team match in a steel cage later on in the night. Yeah. But like. I don't know. I don't mind Clay Campbell. He's not my favorite wrestler. I do like Shelby Wilder. Shout out to my man. He actually, you know, personal security details need to watch out for Shelby Wilder right here, alright? Because when I tell you that I got ambushed in a Sheetz parking lot at 1 a.m. just for Shelby Wilder to absolutely chop the shit out of that Austin kid who tried jumping us at Sheetz, you know, came outside. I got to the door and I told you, I said, doesn't that SUV look suspicious? Yeah. And you were like, yeah, it kind of does. Like, I don't remember that being there. Like, we were just there like 5 minutes ago. Yeah. Walk outside. I walk outside. And I just see this Austin kid just sitting in his car with a smug smirk on his face. Mm-hmm. And I could just tell, you know, I could just tell that there's something good. And he had this powder on him, right? Yeah. And I read the bag after. It was anti-Schnugget powder. He was trying to ruin our Schnuggets.
Why would he do that?
I kid you not. It said Schnugget. It was like anti-Schnugget powder or something like that. And I read like the back of it. And it literally like... You know how, like, snails kind of just, like, shrivel up and, like, disappear whenever they come in contact with salt? Yeah. That's what this powder did to Schnuggets.
Why would he do that?
And, let me tell you, Shelby Wilder was just trying to pump his car full of gas. And he saw what he also was trying to do to us, ran over, and chopped the shit out of us. No, Shelby Wilder's my guy, you know. I'm still waiting for that friend request. Accept, please. Yeah, right. But, you know, Pete 10 out of 10 wrestler, 10 out of 10 experience of Sheetz. You know,
really honestly, helped us out there.
Honestly, I even tried offering him Schnuggets, and he was like, and he just wanted to do it for the aura, honestly. Yeah. Just the aura.
I went to, like, open my box up like a sacred treasure chest, and he didn't take it.
Yeah, he just did it for the love of the game at that point, honestly. He was like, you know what, you guys are super cool and stuff, and I love the podcast, and I love Lucas Carries, and # Lucas Carries, and he just did it for free. Yeah. So, shout out to Shelby Wilder, man.
Shout out.
And Marcus D'Angelo and Ox obviously won that match as I 100% predicted. Yeah. In the last, well, like I'm not even being sarcastic. I said like there's no way that they lose. Like I said I guarantee that Marcus and Ox win. Yeah. That was actually Ox's also debut match. Yeah. And I wasn't not impressed.
Yeah, it was interesting.
But I feel like he didn't look as dominant as they usually make the giants that are protecting a non-giant look. Yeah. Like, yeah, he definitely was there, but he was more of like a cheat code rather than a big protector. Like, whenever you think of, like, Bubba and Bulka, we'll get to later.
Yeah.
Bubba just gets a shit stomped out of him every 5.5 seconds. And then Bulk comes in and dominates everyone else until Bubba can get back up.
That's what I was thinking.
With Marcus and Ox was just kind of on the outside, beating people up whenever the ref was distracted, and then throwing them back in for Marcus. He wasn't really like a beatdown guy that was like desperate to get in the ring kind of thing.
He was pretty much doing what he was already doing.
Yeah, that like it felt kind of weird.
Cheating.
I hope they can't. I mean, once again, it's his first match.
Yeah.
And he, like I said, he did not impress me. It's just that wasn't like, it's not what I expected. So they might change it. You know, it's his first match. They have the power to change it.
Yeah, it was cool to see him in the ring.
It was cool to see him in the ring. Next up, I don't actually know what match we had next. I believe it was either the triple threat match or Bill Collier versus Vince Valor. I'm gonna go with the 3-way match next. I believe that's what it was. So we had Spencer Slade versus Zach Nystrom versus Felix Cause.
Yep.
I was hoping anyone but Spencer Slade on this match. I want to see a title change. It's not even the fact that Spencer Slade is like that bad of a wrestler. I just was desperately hoping for a title change. Yeah. He's had this title since I can remember this title like being here. Like I don't remember anything else. I don't remember anyone else even having the title outside of that.
He's had it since I've started watching. I'm pretty sure.
And it, the one nice thing about this is that they couldn't really like hide. It was a steel cage match. They couldn't really like run away. Which is why I kind of thought that Spencer was gonna lose it, and I didn't. I was kind of thinking that either Felix was gonna pin Zach or Zach was gonna pin Felix, so that Spencer didn't take the fall.
Yeah.
But once again, that didn't happen. But it looks like they're building up for a feud between Zach and Spencer, and it looks like Zach will be versing him at the next show, which is in 2 weeks, by the way. Grab your tickets. It's the first result we sold out. We need to get on that. I
guess I can.
Yeah, this one's sound off pretty fast. No, but Zach, as per always, put on a good match, and low-key carried, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you guys can't tell, I kind of like Zach. Felix Cause did his part. I kind of knew he wasn't going to win that because it would make no sense for him to have the title and the reset button. They're not going to have him win 2 titles at once. IWC doesn't give 2 of the titles to the same people. And like I said, I was hoping Spencer lost it. He already has titles to other companies, and he's being looked at for bigger pushes at other places.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like he doesn't need this one. This one kind of feels like irrelevant to like force on him. But, it is what it is at the end of the day. Spencer did win. Hoping Zach can come back strong at the next event. Next up, we will talk about... No, we're just going to go down this list. I'm not keeping them in order anymore. We had Bill Collier versus Vince Valor. This match, so help me God, felt like it went on for like 2.5 hours. I mean, my God, I'm not saying it was necessarily a bad match.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm going to be honest, I can't really commentate on this match too much because, honestly, I didn't look at like half the match because we kept
distracting ourselves.
We kept distracting ourselves. Like I was playing a game on my phone at one point, and like I looked up like every time like I was off the field on my game, which was like 5 times, and every time I looked back up, someone else was in control of how the match was going, and I was like, what is actually going on right now?
Yeah.
Which means it was an eventful match.
Yeah.
It's just it was so confusing. Like there was like never like a moment where someone had like full control.
Yeah.
Vince Valor, first time I've seen him wrestle in general, and I believe first time at IWC since I've started going, which has been like a little over a year ago. It's kind of like Ox. I wasn't not impressed, but I also wasn't impressed. He is going up against Bill Collier, who is in TNA. He obviously has the talent to get signed at these bigger places. But it's kind of hard. Like, I didn't even know who to cheer for at times, because like it felt like Vince wasn't acting like a face or a heel. And Bill was obviously being the heel he is, The one cool part was they started fighting on the dugout in the crowd, which was sick. Cool. All the kids finally got off the damn dugout.
Yeah. He was warning them at the beginning, too. He saw that. He was yelling at the kids to get off of it.
Yeah. Which sounds like he was just being a heel, but that was probably him trying to like get parents to like, yo, get off the dugout.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they're like not necessarily allowed to, but
yeah.
It's just kind of weird to have a bunch of kids and grown men with problems crawling up there. But Bill Collier was the winner in this match. It was honest. There was actually a lot of times where I said that's it, that's match, and then Vince or Bill would kick out. So I honestly can't say this was a bad match, but I feel like this was like a time filler match. This felt like that they just wanted.
Very long.
This felt like that they just wanted to kind of. It got to the point where like you should have had some of the other matches with more talent go on a little bit longer than this match. This match was just dragging, but Bill Collier did win. It was a decent match. Would watch it again probably. Next match we're going to talk about. This is for the women's title. It was Ava Brooks versus Danny Mo. I was kind of shocked in this match.
Yeah.
Danny Mo won.
Yeah.
So Ava Brooks did lose her first time defending the title that she's had for a few months now. She hasn't been able to show up.
Yeah.
The last few times. And they didn't have her cut a promo for whatever reason. Busy or couldn't do it, whatever the case be. I kind of said that unless there's interference, Danny Mo was going to win this match. And I was right about that. There was no interference. And there's no way that you can have Ava Brooks beat Danny Mo. Danny Mo's too much of a, kind of out there wrestler.
Too successful.
She's too successful. You can't have her lose to someone like Ava Brooks who's wrestled one match and barely won it. So
yeah, brand new.
It made sense that she lost. I don't think whenever I first thought about this match, I was like, man, whenever I first saw the outcome, I was like, that kind of kills her career off, or her push off. But it really doesn't, honestly. She still has talent. She's still young. I think she's our age. She's got a lot of support in the business. She's already won the championship once, and she lost to some. This is like losing to I don't know. Who's the most popular? It's like if some new girl went to WWE and lost to Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
It's it's Rhea Ripley. You're gonna lose that match.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really kill you.
Expected.
You lost to the best.
And she put up a fight too.
Yeah, she put up a fight.
It was a close.
It was a long match. There was a few times where there was some screw ups here and there, but they got it. They got it pretty good. I liked that match. It was a good match.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Next up, that we're gonna go. We actually only have 2 more matches to talk about here. We're gonna talk about Bubba and Bulk versus Johnny Mahalo and Carter Taylor. Once again, a steel cage match.
Yep.
Bubba and Bulk did retain their titles.
Yeah.
It was a pretty predictable match once again.
Yep.
Honestly, the most exciting part about this was honestly the end of the match. The presidents came out again.
Yeah.
And they attacked Bubba and Bulk, and then they surrounded Johnny Mahalo and Carter Taylor. And Johnny Mahalo actually attacked Carter Taylor and then ran like a little rat out of the ring. And everyone let him hear it in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
That they did not respect, that decision at all, which is crazy. That's kind of weird to me, though, because they're one of the more notable tag teams that is able to show up on a consistent basis.
Yeah. And
now you're going to put tension in between them. I don't know. I feel that IWC is a really weak tag team division.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't let TME be a tag team, which every other company in Pittsburgh borderline does let them be a tag team. You've had Bubba and Bulk beat basically everyone, so how do you have them lose at this point? Unless the presidents come out mid-match and attack them. But they've made it pretty clear that they're just here to attack anyone. So it doesn't make sense for them to only attack one team unless you're going to make the presidents face or heel.
Yeah. Presidents don't make sense to me, honestly. I don't
understand the storyline of it all. I mean, they can't even keep all the presidents together.
Yeah.
They have the 4 that attack them on the field, and they have JFK on the commentary team.
Yeah.
So
right?
I don't even know what they're doing with this whole president scheme. It makes no sense to me. They're infiltrating the matches and infiltrating the commentary.
Have they even had any kind of motive shown off? Any reason for them?
Not to the public eye, necessarily. I mean, they're just kind of there to cause destruction and stuff at IWC. Their promos are very cryptic, kind of. But like you said, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe the presidents will be the tag team champions. Maybe they'll have George Washington and
George Washington as a tag team champion.
As a tag team champion.
Next one's gonna be Jesus Christ is gonna come in and.
Hey, if WWE can do it, IWC can do it. All right, let me tell you something. Maybe St. Michael will be his tag team.
Yes, St. Michael. Yeah.
Reference to our 2K25 game plan where we have Jesus and St. Michael as a tag team.
And they're insanely strong.
Oh my god. And then the last match that we have here, once again in the steel cage match, we had Elijah Dean versus Duke Davis for the world title in steel cage. Now, Elijah Dean has been holding the title hostage. He stole it at the last event while losing it. Has been running around posting pictures, calling himself the true champion, saying that he is the champion, that he didn't lose because he has the title, blah, 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 blah. Borderline schizophrenic at this point. And then we had Duke Davis, who was obviously fighting to get his championship back.
Yeah.
Duke, in the end, did win this. He actually got attacked before the match even started, which, once again, just like Bubba and Bulk, you can almost just guarantee that if Duke Davis is fighting, someone's going after him before it starts and targeting his knee throughout the rest of the match, and he's going to be limping by the time the match is over.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I love Duke. He puts on great matches, but the things they do to Duke is the most boring scheme. It's almost more boring than Triple H's hooded men running in all black at every single WWE main event kind of thing. Like, it's almost as boring as that. Like, I just know someone's going after Duke's knee at this point.
Yeah.
Like, can we please change up this game and just actually wrestle him?
We were talking about it. We were like, above or below 15 knee hits this
Yes,
match.
we literally said that, and then it happened.
And, yeah.
So, it's getting annoying at this point. I understand it. You know, he's a big guy. You want to take him down, but like, why doesn't anyone do that to Bulk? Why don't they go for his knee? Like just because Duke's big doesn't mean you gotta go for the knee. Like, they don't go for Bill Collier's knee. They don't go for Bulk's knee. So I don't know.
I think honestly they kind of messed up Elijah Dean's like tough guy look by making him constantly try to get out of the steel cage rather than actually
he
fight
tried running
him.
away the whole time too. That was really awkward.
I feel like he should have just fought him. I think that would have been better for him, honestly.
You know, some of the quietest parts of that match is every time he tried running out of the cage. Like, nobody cared. Like, after the first and second time, like, it's like, dude, come on, now just stay in the ring.
Yeah, maybe like as like a last ditch effort at the very end of the match, but like he was doing it the entire time.
And then also, I don't know who messed up the timing on this, but whenever the guy on the outside, I believe it was J-Bev, or no, he's banned. Whoever the third guy was, because they have J-Bev, they have Nino, and then it was Oliver Gray. They had Oliver Gray, who tried to help him out. I don't know who messed up the timing, whether Oliver got up too early, Elijah Dean went up too early, or Duke didn't get up quick enough. They just sat there looking at each other straight in the face for like 20 straight seconds of like him not even trying to climb out at all before Duke finally grabbed him down for the last time.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is going on here? Like, why are we all just sitting here? Like, they haven't moved a muscle in like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So something happened there. That was really awkward, honestly.
Awkward moment, yeah.
But besides that, it was a pretty good match. I mean, Duke doesn't put on a bad match. Duke won, so that's how you know it's gonna be hype as hell.
Oh yeah.
The stadium lights going crazy during his entrance and stuff was so cool.
First time I ever saw him win a title.
Yeah, every time you were there, he would lose, and every time you weren't there, he like won like the big match.
I was getting so frustrated.
Yeah, you go for 4 straight events where he doesn't do anything, and then the one event you have to miss, he beats Bill Collier in a steel cage match to get his championship. But yeah, so that was about it for IWC. I mean, the other thing that really happened noticeable is WizCan got absolutely smashed by Jamie. WizCan just can't catch a break at this point. I feel so bad for him. Yeah, he was in the crowd with us earlier on before he got his ass whooped.
He was just hanging out, just pacing back and
just
forth.
trying to hang out. Also, screw you, Washington Wild Things Ballpark. How dare you not have any pepperoni rolls left over for us to buy? We had to go with the oversalted pretzels. My God, the salt to pretzel ratio. I think salt won that ratio. Honestly,
you should have just gotten ice cream.
No,
like I did.
It did look pretty good after you got it.
Ice cream, as I say it. Yep.
With cheese, Mr. Squidward.
With cheese, Mr.
This is what I got with my pretzel. I got a pretzel with cheese.
With cheese.
Peace SpongeBob moment. And no, anyone that couldn't watch SpongeBob as a kid, I'm not being your friend. I said you.
Mm-hmm. I only got to watch like 3 episodes before I met you.
Hey, that's still 3. That's 3 more than 0.
I also watched the same movie 10 times.
SpongeBob movie?
One of them, yeah. I think it was the superhero one.
That's like my least favorite one.
That was the only one we had on disc. It was
at
my
grandma's
grandma's
house.
house.
Like boring one in my opinion. I like the one where he rides on David Hasselhoff. So I'm back.
I've also seen that one. That was.
That's my favorite one. But that is it for our IWC recap. You know, welcome to the 22-minute mark. It looks like. 22-minute mark, give or take. I'm like dyslexic though, so it could be like 75 minutes.
Yeah, I'm dyslexic with real words.
I'm only dyslexic if it comes to fake numbers. So you know, like backwards numbers.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, it's a hard life out here. Man.
It's rough.
It is rough out here, man. Staying on the wrestling topic for about 30 more seconds here.
Yep.
King of the Ring is going on. We had the first round qualifier match come in. It was Obafemi, Carmelo Hayes, Penta, and Solo Sikoa. For the first round qualifying match. Oba won that match, and I don't know if you saw my Instagram story. His entrance, he got in the ring and immediately got attacked and threw all of his people off, and then went back to doing his pose. The aura was just radiating off of his body at that point. They showed the spotlight come down to they cut off all the lights on the spotlight after he beat everyone up before he even got in the ring. The other part I hated is I just see my boy Penna get absolutely tossed by Oba, but it's alright. It's alright. It's alright, man.
But it's Oba.
It is Oba. Oba's the one exception I'll give to beating the absolute shit out of Penta. I mean, Oba was getting beat up by everyone, though. You know, he tried to get beat up by those 3 in the start. I'm not even going to try to guess which one it is, because Solo has 4 different people that all have the same exact name. It was either Tama, Tonga, or Tongalo or something. I don't even know. Tala Tonga is the name. I got it wrong. I said Tama is Tala. He tried attacking Oba, and well, he did attack Oba, and then Oba stood back up and was just like staring at him, like heavily breathing, and then he tried to attack him again, got tossed onto the announce table, beat up Solo, beat up everyone else, won the match. I forget who he pinned, but that's not important. He won the match. It was a good match. I know you don't really care about like WWE matches per se, you just like wrestling in general now. It was a good match. I would watch it if I was logged into Netflix per se. This one is on Netflix. I don't even know if it's on Netflix or not. I'm not gonna go through every single thing that WWE's on because I'd run out of money.
Yeah, it's split up so thin.
On my college, but just like trying to watch the NFL anymore. It's like I just watch Instagram reel highlights.
Yeah,
that's how I know what happened in the games on Sundays. But yeah, so that happened. So Oba is moving on to the next round. I honestly didn't keep up with any of the matches because Oba is like my big guy, and I kind of was hoping. I didn't think Penta was gonna win, but I wouldn't have minded if he won.
Yeah.
Same thing goes with Carmelo Hayes, but WWE hates pushing people that have talent, so why would they push him?
I think that's just a wrestling thing in general.
I think it is just a wrestling thing at this point, because everywhere I go, they just hate pushing the talented people. They just push the big names. But to move on now, we have some big news that I have to just mention, because it's like just absolutely massive news, but you're not really going to be able to talk about it that much.
Okay.
We're moving into the NFL now.
I'll just stare at you.
Okay, you just want. I'll just stare at you back.
Okay.
Myles Garrett has been traded to the Rams for Jared Verse, a first-round pick, a something else pick, maybe like a third-round pick and like a fifth-round pick. I forget. All I know is that the Browns are paying a good portion of his contract for at least this year. I don't know if it's the other years. I don't know what the contract dispute is. I didn't really look into the trade details that much, besides the fact that, like, holy shit, Myles Garrett got traded. Myles Garrett was one of the biggest threats in the AFC North. He's one of the best defensive players in the league. He joined a much better defense with a much better team now. I feel bad for Jared Verse, honestly. He just went from a Super Bowl probably winning team to a absolute nobody team in the Cleveland Browns. We're the Cleveland Browns!
Yay!
So that is unfortunate for him. There's also a lot of rumors, and Aaron Donald is not helping the rumors that he's going to come out of retirement. I also know that you probably don't know who that is. He was probably the scariest defensive player in the league during his time. He was an absolute beast. He was the one that basically got the Rams to the Super Bowl and got them to win the Super Bowl a few years back against the the Bengals.
We're the Cleveland Browns.
We're the Cleveland Browns. Puns. I love that guy. I love that guy so much. He's so funny. I mean, I know that whenever Aaron Donald retired, the Cardinals' baby boy and Kyler Murray was super relieved about it. He even made a tweet about it, being like, thank God, or something like that. But he's making jokes about coming out of retirement. And if he comes out of retirement and joins the Rams with an already stacked defense and now Myles Garrett, I genuinely don't think that there is a team that can put up more than 10 points on the Rams at that point.
Wow.
I don't know if it's possible. You can't run the ball. Myles Garrett plus Aaron Donald plus the rest of that line, you're not breaking through it. Aaron Donald got double teamed almost every single snap of games. You can't double team anymore because Myles Garrett also gets double teamed most of the time unless you go against Broderick Jones on a breakout year, which is super weird to see Broderick Jones solo Myles Garrett. So I don't genuinely know who could stop that team. I don't think anyone can do it. The Seahawks, I don't think they could do it, even though they just won the Super Bowl and beat the Rams.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the next best team is. The Eagles probably aren't even going to make it back to the playoffs, to be honest with you. My Steelers ain't touching a first round.
Probably definitely so is what you're talking about.
The only thing good about Houston is their defense, and I think this defense stomps Houston's. Even on the other side of the ball, I don't think the Lions can do it. I don't think the Vikings can do it. Like I don't see a team out there that could beat this team if Aaron Donald came back. I'm not even a Rams guy, so me saying this means that it's definitely out
Obviously, the Cleveland Browns are gonna win.
By
just punting so much that like they can't move forward on offense, so they just keep punting and they get closer and closer to the end zone that way.
Until you're eventually just at like the 1 yard line. Like you're punting from the 2 yard line to the 1 yard line.
You just keep and then you go for a field goal and you just win off field goals.
Imagine if a team punted on the 1 yard line. How would that even work? You just like tap the ball.
You just like do a little nudge.
NFL teams, if you're out there, hire me. I know exactly how to win these games.
Oh, yeah.
1 yard line, punt it.
Punt it.
I'm telling you right now, punt that ball. Punts. Other football news, back to Steeler Nation now. Herbig has signed a 4-year, $100 million contract with $42 million guaranteed. This is a pretty big move for us in a few different ways. One, how the hell are we getting the money to pay him in the first place? That's a big move considering that we already have TJ on a big contract. We have Highsmith on like a decently high contract, but he's up for renewal. Joey Porter Jr., who in my opinion is one of, if not the best cornerback in the league this last season, is up for needing a new contract. We have a lot of money tied down in DK Metcalf on offense. So I don't know. It feels like we're getting ready to trade out either TJ Watt or Alex Highsmith. I really hope we don't. But Herbig is a dog. I think he played 8 games last season and had 7.5 sacks in those 8 games. That's almost a sack a game. So he's an absolute dog, and he's a bench player. He's not even like a starter. He's just he's a bench player. So I'm not that worried if we do trade someone out, but it kind of sucks because I really like our other 2 options. They're legends here in Pittsburgh, and I don't think that the fans are going to react rationally if a new coach comes in here and gets rid of one of our like star players.
No.
I mean, Alex Highsmith was in trade talks whenever Tallman is still here, though, so I'm kind of don't want either of them to go yet. I think we just need to restructure TJ Watt's contract, honestly, and save some money there, and then we'll be all good. But that's if TJ and if he gives the okay, I guess, because it's up to him at the end of the day. You know, you paid him the money.
Yeah.
It's his money now, so I guess we'll just see how it goes there. Like I said, I'm not too worried yet, but I just want to see. I'm just worried we're going to get rid of someone that we shouldn't get rid of. Next up, this is like the most irrelevant news. A.J. Brown, star receiver for the Eagles, got traded to the Patriots. We all knew this was going to happen since like last season ended. I mean, everyone's been talking about it. Like, people are literally making jokes about how not special this trade is because we all knew it was happening. A.J. Brown was done with the Eagles. They tried to act like he wasn't, but he was sitting on the sideline reading books and stuff. Like, the relationship there was too broken. So, yeah, it's a big move for the Pats, I guess. They needed a wide receiver 1. I just hope he can control his emotions and keep his temper down and actually play like the player he is, not like what he was doing with the Eagles, considering that they got you a Super Bowl ring. But we'll see how that goes there. Some more little signings. Odell Beckham Jr. and Juju Smith and a few other receivers went to the Giants. They're all just veteran guys. They're all getting slower and older. OBJ hasn't even played in like 2 years, I think, a year or 2. Juju's just kind of been passed around the league now. It's all right. I think that could be like their 3 and 4, but I don't think that's their 1 or 2 guys now. I think that, you know, Dart, Neighbors, and Scatterby are still the big 3 there. Odell Beckham Jr. realistically got brought back because it's a new coach, and everyone in New York loves Odell Beckham Jr. because of one catch he had like 10 years ago. But it's still a cool signing. I guess he'll get to retire a Giant probably because I don't think he'll go anywhere else after this. And Drake London re-signs with the Falcons. I don't have the details on the money-wise, but, you know, he's their star receiver there. Makes sense to bring him back. I'm sure he got a paycheck that he deserved. Last few things here. We have the NBA Finals. I'm not a big fan of the NBA. I figured I'd mention it. You know, keep everyone happy here. Keep everyone's, you know, pants on. Not make a riot with pitchforks come out here. We have the Knicks versus the Spurs. Like, what kind of names are those, bro?
Right?
Like,
So,
are we dead ass?
like, I nicked my pinky one time.
Yeah, like I've nicked my finger before, and
Like,
I've gotten like I feel like a spur's like those like things on plants like stick to like your shoulders,
Yeah,
and you like peel them off. Like that's
They
what a spur feels
They
like.
sound really annoying. Just
Right?
Like,
That's like just the name itself is like
Yeah.
pissing me off.
I feel like if you would play against them, you'd just be like, get away from me.
Yeah, like,
Stop being
like,
annoying.
move back too close.
Let me shoot the ball.
Yeah, like let me shoot the ball. Come on. Now. You know that it's just kind of whatever. But then the important part here.
Oh yeah.
We have the super cool NHL finals.
Super cool.
The super cool NHL finals.
Oh yeah.
We have the Hurricanes, not the Buccaneers.
Sorry.
Versus the Golden Knights. The
God
Vegas
forbid a white boy makes a mistake.
versus the Vegas Golden Knights. We just finished game 1. Actually, we're pre-recording this. We're recording this one day before we posted, so it actually played yesterday on Tuesday night.
Whoa.
I know, super cool, right?
Crazy.
I know, we're like in the past right now.
Yeah.
Like something could
We're
happen.
basically time travelers.
Something could happen tomorrow, and we ain't gonna warn any of you guys because this is actually the day before. We're like you're listening to old news at this point.
Whoa.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
It's just
We're time travelers from
right?
the past.
Like I'm in the past right now. Like
Yeah.
like back in my day. You know. But the Hurricanes did beat the Knights 4-3. In game 1. Can you stop banging your phone over there?
My bad. I'm clumsy, bro. I like banged my knee earlier.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you bang your knee like you're sitting over here with. Actually, nothing I can really mention.
I have like sunglasses.
Yeah, you have your super expensive flight glasses.
Yeah.
Your flasses.
My flasks.
Your flight glasses, flasses.
Yep.
That's
They're pretty cool.
That's about the best way I can describe them.
Yeah. They're my favorite flasses.
Your half peeled banana shirt and half unpeeled banana shirt.
This is like my favorite shirt.
I know you wear it a lot.
It's a great shirt.
You gotta wear the what's the one they got complimented on at bowling?
It was the duck one.
Yeah,
I have like a pink.
Yeah,
I have a bright pink duck one.
The pink duck one.
Yeah.
Honestly, both of those shirts are cooler than any like wrestling shirt that you could put on. Honestly.
Oh yeah, right.
Like the wrestling shirts are just kind of boring to me. I don't like shirts with WWE wrestlers on it.
Yeah. They often just like put them there with like a logo next to it.
Right. Like they just got.
They
like,
couldn't do anything else.
Like
really?
like type of shirts that they produce is like they have like Stone Cold on one side, Shawn Michaels on the other side, and then just like they put like the day above it. It's like cool.
Yeah.
It's like I guarantee you paid
Cool.
like $9 million for it.
Yeah, it was like $100 for a very cheap shirt that we could make at home.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can literally get anyone to make that.
Right.
But those shirts, that is a quality. I mean, it's a button down shirt. Like you can make that at home unless you know how to like sew.
Yeah.
And like like personally photograph the bananas, and then like y'all got like the perfect peel on it.
I hand drew all these bananas.
Yeah, like you gotta be artistic.
Yeah. Artoistic.
That's artoistic.
I don't know if that's even a word. But
I think you just made it up.
Probably.
that can go in your little silly thoughts.
Yeah.
Your
silly little thoughts.
Your silly little thoughts that we mentioned.
I should get like a little notebook and just write all my silly little thoughts.
All your silly little thoughts are gonna go in a notebook.
Yep.
Are you gonna publish that notebook?
I could, in a couple years maybe.
In a couple years maybe.
When I get enough silly little thoughts.
Mm.
It's not gonna have any structure to them. It'd be like bullet points, but
Just
who knows? Maybe some people would want to hear my silly little thoughts.
Imagine going to like a library and you're like, you don't know anything about like books. And you're just trying to get into books, and you're just like my silly little thoughts, and you're like, oh, it's gotta be like a cool like book, probably like a kid's book.
Yeah.
You just open up, it's just bullet points. It's like 500 pages of just bullet points going down, and like what if you like put like flight in glasses again, and just call it flasses, and like that's like a bullet point on like page like 74, like.
Hashtag Lucas Carries.
Hashtag Lucas Carries.
Page 1, number 1.
Page 1, number 1. Yes, because Lucas is number 1.
Yes.
Yes, and the Lucas Carries movement is number 1.
It is.
You know what? Shout out. I got like so many shout outs, bro. Like, there's so many people that just support the movement, and there's so many morons that don't support the movement, bro.
For real.
Like, if I had a ratio of like morons to non-morons, it's crazy how many morons are in the world. I mean, Robbie and Spassky. But yeah, so NHL playoffs, they're going on. I personally hope the Hurricanes kind of win this. I kind of think the Hurricanes deserve it. They've been putting in the work. They started off as a pretty crappy team, and then like the last few years they've just gotten better and better. So my vote goes to Hurricanes. I know your vote's to the Knights.
Yeah.
Damn traitor.
I like black and gold.
The damn Knights are why we don't have Fleury on our team. That's why
He
we
wouldn't
lost
be on our
Fleury.
team
That's
anyway.
why we lost Fleury, because we had to give him up to the Knights.
No.
Yes.
His jersey with the Knights was cool. Have you seen like the half Pens, half Knights jersey with Fleury on it? That's cool.
The only one I've seen in person is one that had ketchup stains on it. That's
Bro spilled ketchup on it. Imagine.
Stupid Connor.
Right.
But the last, I don't know why I put this down here. I think this is just like me being too tired to put my notes in order. This is back to some football kind of news.
Oh.
Russell Wilson is most likely retired now. He said that he's not, but he took a broadcasting deal at CBS. My vote is that he's retiring after this. I don't see a comeback in this. He already wasn't playing that good the last few years, and now he's gonna take a break from playing football, which means you're also taking a break from all the exercising and training that you're doing in the off seasons, before games, with your teammates and stuff.
Yeah.
You're done in the league.
Why would he go back to CPS?
CPS?
Yeah.
Child Protective Services.
Yeah, why would he?
Hey, listen, man, it's too hot in this room for me to think. All right, I struggle with real words.
Yeah.
CBS, sorry.
Okay.
He went to CBS. Gotta like pronounce it like hard now with like the B. But I don't think he's coming back. He's probably just gonna make his money talking. I wish I made money whenever we just sat here and talked.
Yeah, right.
Damn shame.
It is a shame.
You leaned in all that way just to say. It is a shame.
Yes.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
You're welcome.
Thank.
Well.
I can't take this seriously anymore.
I tried to keep a straight face. I couldn't.
I think it's like the way I was like side eyeing you, or you just leaned over. I was like,
it was the direct eye contact that got me, bro.
oh my god! And I'm just I'm just sitting here. I'm looking at the Torseman. I'm looking at my Calypso Ocean Blue Lemonade, which is a taste of the islands. Some say if you had a big seashell to your ear, you can hear the ocean waves crashing. Yeah. I say hold an ocean blue lemonade to your mouth instead. It's a whole tidal wave of blue raspberry flavor that you can hear with your taste buds. I don't know how you hear with your taste buds. That is something I want to do.
Your great and powerful lemonade.
And it's loud.
Oh, it's loud?
Yeah, it's loud.
Like lemon and lemonade?
And I think that the person that sent us is Jojo or Logo or something. I don't know. They sound in cursive. I don't read cursive. Self-have failed us. But I'm just.
I learned once in 3rd grade, never again.
I'm sitting here with my 4 Horsemen. I'm sitting here with my Calypso Ocean Blue Lemonade. I'm not reading the description again.
Yep.
I'm sitting here with my. What do you know these? My mom bought these. I dropped one. Sorry. Nerds.
You better eat that.
Clustered, huh?
Better eat that, bro.
I ate a Pop-Tart that was 2 years old today, and it tasted like stale.
That was weird.
It tastes like stale, old, dried up, crinkly cardboard. That's also been
else would you
sitting
expect?
in a chemical factory for 3 years on the floor.
What would you expect from that?
I just expected it was just gonna be like kind of like soft, like how they're usually like pretty hard. Like you can kind of like snap them, kind of.
Kinda.
I just thought they were gonna be like kind of like almost like a mush, like you just kind of like ball it up, kind of.
Why would that make that better?
It didn't make it better. It's just kind of like I didn't think it was gonna like taste that bad. Yeah. I also didn't read the date till after I took the first bite.
Why?
Because I couldn't find the date at first, and then I realized that it was where I opened it, and like I had to like put like the 2 halves like back together.
Oh my god.
To see the date. It didn't taste very good.
Really? Yeah. It was 2 years expired.
Mhm. And we have like 4 more boxes of them, I think.
Why did you?
Just kind of like in the back.
You literally opened them and didn't throw them away.
No, like I did throw it away. I did throw it away.
I was about to say.
I didn't put them back in the cupboard.
Okay.
No, they're gone.
Okay, good.
A corner of it is in my stomach right now.
Why?
Because it's like a bite.
Spit it down the sink or something.
Spitters or quitters? All right.
Jesus Christ. Sometimes you need to quit, okay?
You know what? Quitting is like what Austin does whenever a podcast comes his way. All right, he's quit 2 podcasts now, and I've quit 0 podcasts.
You know what? That's a good point. Yeah.
I don't want to be like Austin.
When you word it that way, that's good.
Buddy.
Buckaroo.
Let me teach you a little lesson.
Okay.
Whenever I say anything anyway, it sounds true.
I see what you're saying now.
Are you sniffing what I'm putting down?
Yeah, I'm sniffing what you're smelling. I am.
Like I put a plate down of like facts, and you're like sniffing it right now.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I'm sniffing all those facts.
Well, unless you have anything else to mention, perchance.
I mean, there's gonna be an interview.
There is gonna be an interview. I was gonna let you get your silly little thoughts in first. Like your final little thoughts.
Other than that, I don't think I have.
No, you don't have
silly
anything?
little thoughts. No
silly little thoughts.
No.
All right, well, put it. No, I'll be highly anticipating. The date of arrival of your bullet point book.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it for this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We do have just one of the greatest interviews coming up this weekend.
Of course.
On this beautiful Sunday, we will be having the greatest interview that I've ever seen in my life. It is with the very own Lucas Marcus Kuhns. Mm-hmm. That is right. Lucas Marcus Kuhns is getting interviewed by Mr. Jack Dean himself.
Yes.
Jackson Dean himself will be interviewing me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be probably one of my favorite, probably like the only episode that you really need to listen to at this point.
Yeah.
It's quite frankly, it's gonna be one of my favorites. So I'm really excited for it. Thank you all so much for listening. That's Jack. I'm Lucas. That's the 4 Horsemen, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Hallelujah.